Alright, Shalom, call Lawyer about Shem Shah. Shalom to the elect. Now, this is just a quick video I happened to see. Apostle Tahar video, Shalom to Apostle Tahar. And he was talking about, let me see if I can go to it real quick. 1 minute. That's part of the reason why I was going to make this video. I already had this queued up a little minute ago. And I want to go ahead and put it out for edification's sake, because there are people that still have the mentality and forgetting the precepts in the scriptures that say we've been scattered amongst all nations. We've been scattered around the whole earth. Go to this real quick. 1 minute. Alright, so I just said it not too long ago. And here it goes, it said, are there Israelites in Ghana? And just lucky, let me clean my lens off. Pretty clear. There we go. That says, are there Israelites in Ghana? Is that about people that's scattered amongst all nations, like the scripture said? Get that. And going to this video, I want to show. Hopefully, they don't take it down to try to hit it with some copyright stuff, because he so like to play like that with certain videos. They got historical accounts in. So book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 64. Because of our disobedience, because it says that right there, curses of disobedience. I don't know why my lens is still a little blurry. I want to make sure it's clear. So lucky. It should be good. It might be a little off because I got the screen angle. But it's a little blurry. So I can just bear with me. Now it says in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Now, let me go into this real quick. Going to the ancient Mayans. It said the ancient Maya were avid astronomers, recording and interpreting every aspect of the sky. They believed that the will and the actions of the gods could be read in the stars, moon, and planets. So they dedicated time to doing so. I mean, the most important buildings were built with astronomy in mind. That's another thing it goes down to. It says the ancient Maya were accomplished observers of the sky, which, hey, through the spirit, something major actually about to happen with them, the Amalekites and the Persians over there. Because it's actually supposed to be some type of alignment in the sky. Normally, right after that, be some type of earthquake or some type of war event, so to speak. So, let's keep paying attention to that. Anyway, it says this image shows Maya animal constellations found in the Paris Codex using their knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The ancient Maya developed one of the most accurate calendar systems in human history. The ancient Maya had a fascination with cycles of time. Now, wow, I want to read that right there. And there's some more stuff too. I ain't gonna read the rest of that. Now, when Malak Dawadah was putting together the Bayak Dawadah, and he was gathering the different tribes, you actually go down to the First Chronicles chapter 12, and verse, let's see, where was that? Okay, in verse 32 it says, and the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times. Now, who else does this sound like? And that's not Israel. But let me go into this a little bit more. This guy went down to Mexico. It says black, everybody want to put the term black on everything, but the guy clearly is brown. It says black Mexicans hid in plain sight. I'm going to display.
And my grandma, my great grandma was super black. Oh, my great grandfather was black. Yeah, Afro. I want to. Maybe that's possible here. And also, there's another statue. So when you look online,
and when you read other history books, or actually watch documentaries, I like to watch a lot of documentaries. They actually have times when it was the tribes. They was already over here anyway, but when they'll be in certain regions, like Florida, Alabama area, Georgia area, when they would flee from Esau red ass, they'll go across that border. Because they know they can go down there and chill out and blend in and hide out. Why?
You see this statue. This is another statue. I also want to check that statue out as well.
What that look like?
Hola.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my lens to be a little bit clear. I want to make sure as clear as possible.
Yo estoy buscando ellos cambió, ¿no? Oh, eso otro ahí. ¿Cómo se llama el parque? El parque. Para allá. Ok, gracias. Dame uno. Yeah, I found.
Now is that guy Israelite right there? Or is he a heathen?
Guys, I can't believe it. I found me Mexicano.
American citizen. Mi
Oh,
familia está en West Virginia.
your family's American.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We trying to figure it out. Okay, we're close, but we're.
My screen, I don't know, man. That's why it's all blurry like this. Maybe I might pick the wrong cloth. I got something on this cloth. Alright, there we go. It's a little bit more clear now.
We're trying to figure it out.
Yo aquí trabajo, acá vivo, yo soy escritor.
You write books?
Ya, 11 libros, 11 ejemplares de libros.
You have 11 books?
11. El conformismo me hizo vivir acá muy...
Well, it look like somebody you see in the hood or something. Go down the hood, one of the ghettos. You see this guy, you know, that's a brother right there. And he don't speak Espanol. And you be like, hold up, something different.
Muy bonito, es una vida muy de paz, de tranquilidad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No me gusta la ciudad para nada.
He doesn't like bigger cities. He likes living in he likes living in smaller towns. He finds a lot of peace here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man. What's your name, man?
Brian Brown Johnson.
Brian Brown Johnson. It was nice. Yeah, that's if I don't know American name, if I heard one. All right, my brother. Cool. Are you the only black guy here?
Realmente aquí hay un sitio.
Appreciate it. Give me 1 minute. And that's why, that's why it's good to know about the book of Deuteronomy, because our people still to this day ask why we in these conditions, why people scattered in certain areas. It's clearly right here. Go to chapter 28. The blessings of obedience and the curses of disobedience. And just now, you got men being more obedient, so the curses getting lifted. So, you know, for those who ain't read this, may want to pay close attention to this and read this. And I ain't gonna read this whole chapter. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I want to make this video as short as possible. Let me see. Back to normal. So the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37, it says, "Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee." And that's what happened. People call us black, nigger, coons, monkeys, whatever, all type of words. Those are those bywords and proverbs. People look with astonishment. You go, say I was to go to like Vermont or something like that and go to one of the upscale neighborhoods, people look at me with astonishment. Even in the city I'm in now, if I go to one of these more upscale areas, they'll look at me with astonishment. That's part of these curses in Deuteronomy.
Donde están mucha gente de raza negra, pero ya se está perdiendo un poco el...
¿Cuántos negros aquí? ¿Tú? How many brothers are and sisters here?
El original aquí negro soy solo yo.
Okay.
La mayor parte de las personas acá vienen de la raza negra.
So most of the people here...
Let's see, we get another precept number in this. This is why Israel gonna be delivered from the four corners of the earth too as well, because it ain't just primarily in America. You gotta have people in Mexico, South America, Ireland, Poland, Scotland, whatever, Germany. Let's see, him speaking.
In this area have probably came from the black race, probably a mixture of indigenous and Spanish people, but a lot of them are not familiar with their background. But he's black though, I just saw that. Yeah, you're black.
De hecho, en mis libros, con mi sabiduría, la primera humanidad que hubo aquí en la tierra que existió.
So, you see this guy say, with all my wisdom, I write in these books, basically to let people know where we come from, just like the scriptures. So, it's not far-fetched, as you had our forefathers before, documenting and writing stuff down. Just Esau, once they get a hold to it, they'll say that they did it the whole time, they ain't really do it. And we actually read the scriptures and actually condemn them anyway. But let me go to this right here. Let's look at 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Let me see. That's what we call considered speaking in tongues. Speaking in Espanol, being able to speak Patois, being able to speak Haitian Creole, French, being able to speak Japanese, different languages, Latin, Hebrew, speaking in tongues. Not that other nonsense that they be throwing out. It's in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14. And let me see. Alright, we'll just start at verse 1 and I'll just read on down. It says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that you may prophesy. But he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto Yahweh. For no man understandeth him, howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries. But he that prophesied speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifying himself. Just like if I go speaking Creole to somebody, they don't really know Creole, and I'm trying to speak Creole to them about the scriptures or whatever, they ain't gonna get it. You gotta make sure they be able to get edified. So I'm speaking in the language they understand. And it says, but he that prophesied edification, edified the church, I would that ye all speak with tongues, spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy, for greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpret, that the church may receive edified. So, you have people that need interpreters, just like this guy right here. The other dude, he spoke a little Espanol, or poquito Espanol. This guy was real fluent. So they had to have an interpreter. Same thing with these scriptures. You might go to a different region of the world and speak a different language. And you need an interpreter for that, just so they can get edified. So that's all I want to touch on this video. Is this guy Israelite? Is he from Issachar? Or is he a heathen? Because he's speaking Espanol. I just want to bring this out. I don't want to rush this out. It's edifying. Call all y'all by Shem Shah. Shalom to the left.